A common misconception around singing is that you either have a natural talent for it or you don't. And if you don't, you are just out of luck and there's not much you can do about it. Some people decide to subscribe to that idea. Others are like, no, because the voice consists of muscles and I can train those muscles to become a better singer. And so they understand like, no, I can do something and I can become a better singer and I don't need to have a ton of natural talent for it. More and more, we see this movement towards unsubscribing from thinking that you need to have natural talent to sing. So that's a great step. However, a lot of people still think that even though you can maybe train your voice and become a better singer, there's still only so much you can do. Sure, you can expand your range, but you'll just never sound that good, right? Like you won't have that wow effect in your voice no matter what you do. And that is the reason why a lot of singers don't like the sound of their own voice because they feel like, they don't have this crazy natural talent for singing. And then they feel like they're just stuck with the voice that they have and that there's nothing they can do about it. And then they feel really crushed about it because they love singing. It brings them so much joy. But maybe they've been told that they're just not that good, right? It's like, why are you wasting your time? You don't sound good. Or maybe it wasn't even that aggressive, right? Maybe it was more like, oh yeah, keep trying. Eventually you'll sound better, right? Like something like a little bit more, not passive aggressive, but a little bit more like, yeah, no, And that kind of feedback is or can be detrimental to somebody who loves to sing. It reinforces the idea of nothing I'm going to do will ever change how I sound. I will never like the sound of my voice. And sometimes it's not an external thing. Sometimes it is an internal thing, internal critique, because, we are all our own worst enemy. And if it's not exactly how we envisioned it and it's not 100% perfect, then it's not good enough and it doesn't sound good and now I don't like the sound of my voice. And this can be a dream crusher for so many singers. And it breaks my heart because there's such an easy solution to it. I am here to tell you that you are not stuck with the voice that you have. And I don't mean in the sense of you can't expand your range, or you can't learn how to belt, or you can't learn how to sing with vibrato or add riffs to your singing. That's obvious. That's just muscle training. But beyond that, you can learn how to use your voice in a way where you actually like the sound of your own voice. And here is proof for why that is actually the case. We have a student currently at our studio. Her name is Marie, and she is actually a Reba McEntire impersonator. And I think that is so fun. And she's so good. Like, she even looks like Reba. It's really, really, really fun. And she's taking lessons with us because she wants to really get all the details, all the tones and the tiny little things that Reba does and make it and sing those things just like Reba so that she sounds just like Reba, because that's her job. Literally, she gets paid to pretend like she's Reba McEntire, right? So what is the objective here? It is to change her natural voice to make it sound just like somebody else. Let me say that again. The objective here is to change the natural tone of your voice and make it sound like somebody else. That is what an impersonator does. That means, and that is proof, that you are not stuck with the voice that you have. If you can change the tone of your voice to make it sound like you're somebody else, then you can change your voice for your singing too. And you can adjust the tone to whatever you want it to be. Now, I'm not saying that that's easy necessarily, There's a lot of things that go into it to shape your tone, but you have to understand that it is possible to shape the tone of your voice. The cool thing about this is it's going to, yes, help you like the sound of your voice, but it's also going to help you make your performances so much more interesting to listen to, because now you can sing any note in many different ways, really pulling in your listener because they don't know what you're going to do next, right? Nothing sounds the same. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. I'm really invested in this vocal performance now. That is what makes a really great singer. So yes, you're going to learn how to like the sound of your own voice by shaping it to whatever it is you want it to be. But beyond that, you'll become a more versatile singer and learn how to sing any note in any way, not just sing any note, right? And that kind of freedom is amazing to have. All you need for it is learn what components of the voice are involved in shaping the tone of your voice, and how can you control these different parts of your voice so that you can do all of those things. Those are exactly the questions that Coach Emily and I are going to answer in our live class. So if you want to start liking the sound of your voice and you want to gain full freedom over it so that you can't just sing any note, but actually have control over how you're going to sing all these different kinds of notes, then please be sure to join us there live. We can't wait to see you there.